Having a great fine dining restaurant in a small Indiana town doesn't make sense, but it does to us. We're in a small little town and there's a lot of charm associated with that. And the restaurant has actually become really an economic catalyst for the revival of Roanoke. We moved here from Boston about 27 years ago. I was recruited by an insurance company, Lincoln National, to bring sports to their business. Didn't like working for a big company, so we set up our own business in the basement of my house. As we grew, we needed to entertain clients around the world, and we set up instead of entertaining at home, we set up bought an old bank and hired a chef and had a private dining room in Roanoke. And as that grew and my other business friends learned about that and started using it, we decided to go public with a restaurant in 2000.
I think the business has been successful partially because of our passion, partially because we were totally committed to it. As we opened the restaurant, my husband Pete had the idea, where's our food coming from?
If you're going to cook great food or have a great restaurant, you have to have great food, and great food comes from great ingredients. And the best ingredients are the ingredients you can source locally or raise yourself. So hence, we developed the farm. This is where we live, and the farm became a working farm raising food for the restaurant.
It's a beautiful place to live. We've lived in New York City, we lived in Boston, I grew up in St. Louis, and I love life on the farm. To have just a restaurant is one thing, but to have the food coming from the farm that you can also go on a tour, you can also have an event, where you can also stay at the farmstead inn, it all lends itself to each other.
Well, the farm started out really raising vegetables, and then we raised eggs, free-range hens. And then we got into the Mangalitsa pigs. And the biggest thing we do out here is we raise Wagyu beef, which is the Japanese breed of beef. Now, most people have heard of Kobe beef, but Kobe is actually the breed of Wagyu raised in Kobe, Japan. So we tasted Wagyu one night at the restaurant, and it just changed our lives. What makes that beef so awesome is that it's super healthy, drug-free, stress-free, and it's prime plus quality. Genetics create this what's called intermuscular marbling, which is fat in the muscle, and that creates the tenderness and the rich flavor. And what's unique about that fat is healthy fat for you, like salmon. No other cattle have that genetic ability. So I always tell people that what we're doing, and then other people are doing it, starting to do it in this local food movement. What Napa is to wine, we could be the state that feeds ourselves. And there's all kinds of benefits associated with that. It's the development of rural communities, it's health, it's high quality lifestyle. So I think what we're doing is going to expand in this state. Fort Wayne is a very unique community from the point of view that people love great food, and they love socializing, and they love agriculture. And so when you mix kind of the concept of where your food comes from the farm to the table, people really enjoy that experience.